Hello everybody, how's it going today? I'd like to make a quick video on a nice little money slash RP grind I like to do anytime I get on the game to go after money and RP. So pretty much anybody can do these events that I'm about to be doing, and for the most part it doesn't take very much time at all. Now for me, I like to start off at the stash house, and at the end of this video here you will see why I like to start off with the stash house first. So with that being said, let's get right into it. So we'll make our way in here, take out the last couple enemies that are remaining, and find the safe code, and we will raid the safe for the contents. Now that is basically all we are here for. You don't get very much money or RP for actually completing this, but again, that's not what we're after here. We want the safe contents. So let's go ahead and put in this combination, grab the safe contents, and we will make our way out of here. To me, the stash house is kind of underrated. I mean, no, you don't get very much reward for actually completing the stash house, but as far as the contents, now it'll supply any random business that you have operational, and that's where the real money is going to come from when grinding. So there we got the acid lab, so that's actually pretty good. Acid lab is one of the better ones to have, especially doing this solo. So we'll go ahead and well, I'm a lot closer than I thought I was. I was about to TP there. Now if I would just pay attention to what the hell I'm doing, I'm sitting here going in circles. Anyway, we'll just make our way over here as soon as I stop gooping around. Okay, there we go. Now we'll make our way in here, and with the acid lab we have the ability to boost production speed, which is great for this business here. So by the time we boost the speed on the production, we finish everything that I'm going to be going over in this video. All the supplies should be used up and the product should be ready to sell. And it will pretty much line up perfect with what I'm going to be showing in this video today. Alright, so there's our supplies there that we got from the stash house. So we'll just walk over, boost the speed real quick, and then we will move on to the next thing that we have to complete. Alright, so as soon as this guy stops wasting his time, here we go. Alright, so make our way out here, and then we will go to our next little event or so. Okay, G's Cash. Again, nothing too major. It is something we can only do once a day. At normal payout, it is between $15,000 to $20,000, which again isn't great, but to me, when grinding money or RP, no matter how big or how little, a grind is a grind. So $15,000 to $20,000 cash, 2,000 RP, which is pretty good. But then we also get a refill of our snacks and a refill on our ammo, excluding MK2 weapons and special weapons like rocket launcher, minigun, so on and so forth. So with a little bit of cash, a little bit of RP we also resupply a couple of other things that save us time and money to resupply on. Now, as far as the wanted level, I never really understood it. It just seems random of when you get the wanted level, when you don't get it. I just haven't quite figured out what causes it. So it's not bad to get it. It's always going to be a 2-star wanted level, so we'll just fly away from the area, wait to lose it, and then we get an extra 200 RP, which again is good. You know, any little bit of money or RP during a grind session helps. So there we go. Now let's move on to the next thing. Selling vehicles. For the most part, I do believe majority of people do sell vehicles, whether it's ISIs, BefBot MK2, or Deluxos. Now, not everybody has the option or the ability to BefBuy vehicles to sell, so ISI seems the more likely choice. So I do like to implicate this as my first run through for grinding money. I only sell one car every 24 hours, so I try to get it done as early on as possible. Now, as far as ISIs go, majority of people should have ISIs that they sell, but I do understand that not everybody has the ability to get them. But if anybody is looking to get some, even though they will be cut down to $1 million, you can always message me here in the comments and I will try to give ISIs to anybody who may need them to sell. So that will help out for anybody that is wanting to follow this guide. Now, next on the stop here is Kayo. I already have my heist set up and ready to go, so I will just launch it up real quick and then edit out the actual heist run, and I will be back here at the end. So here we go. Now shout out to Shoe King for helping me run this heist. This way I'm able to get it set up again 48 minutes cooldown versus a 2-hour cooldown if I ran it by myself. This way I'm able to set it back up and activate hard mode. This way I can keep hard mode from now on every time I run it and set it back up. Not a bad payout here. Did get the elite challenge, so without it being on hard mode, the primary target, the secondary targets are worth a little bit less. And we only get 50,000 for the elite challenge compared to 100,000. But overall, the money was good, and the RP is really good, a little over 4,000 RP. So, not bad for a little over 10 minutes. Alright, next on the stop is a mission I like to do called Privacy Prevention for the Yacht. Now, you will need at least one other player in the lobby to do this, so again, shout out to Shoe King for hanging around in the lobby for me to be able to start this up. Now this is going to be strictly for RP. Now we will get a little payout at the end for I believe $30,000, but as far as anything else, I do this strictly for RP. Now have your yacht as close as you can by the military base, and what we do is just barely fly into the military base to get that 4-star wanted level, and then fly a little ways into the water. Takes about 10 to 12 seconds to make a full pass, but you will get 400 RP every single pass you do. And yes, we will do this for the entire 10 minutes. So that can equal up to a lot of RP. This is a RP method that I have been using for a couple years now. It's been working for a while. It is completely legit, and it is one of the most legit ways to get a massive amount of RP in a short amount of time. Anybody can do this as long as you own a yacht and you have somebody else in the lobby with you. So I'll go ahead and edit out the rest of the time of this. I'll be back here with, here we go, 30 seconds left. So upon completing this, depending on how quick you are, you can get about 15 to 20,000 RP just from this little mission here. You do get 5,000 RP for completing it and $30,000. So overall, 15 to 20,000 RP for 10 minutes. That is extremely good. Extremely good. Now this does have a cooldown of 1 hour, but if you have a couple other friends in the lobby with you, they can always invite you to their CEO, start it up, and you can run this 3 to 4 times in an hour. Alright, so moving on to the next stop is the Clucking Bell heist. I already have mine set up and ready to go. Now with this, payout's always the same. Everybody's aware, $500,000. For the most part, the only thing that may change with this is the amount of RP we get at the end. I don't know if it goes based on whether you lose a life or not, depending on how quickly or how slowly you finish it. I'm not sure. But it is a good little thing to run for money. And shit, I forgot I was in free aim here. May make it a little bit more difficult, but we'll get through it. Anyways, I didn't care about the approach. I took aggressive. I mean, aggressive or sneaky, it doesn't really matter. The same's the same. Alright, so after making it through all there, we're coming up here to the lockup to finish up the heist. And man, it's been a while since I've ran this heist. I don't know, I'm acting like I don't even know where the hell I'm going or what I'm doing. But here we are. Now, upon completing it, we get an additional 200 RP, which, hey, 200 RP is 200 RP. We'll take it. This is an RP and money grind, right? Alright, so finishing the heist, we already know $500,000. We're just waiting to see how much RP we're gonna get and if this RP is actually going to rank me up. And 2,400, it almost ranked me up. So not bad on the RP, but not really great either. At least for a higher level player. Alright, so for some reason after I finished this Clucking Bell, I thought it was the last thing on my list I had to do. I started depositing the cash I had in on hand, and I was going to break down the map and see what the total was for money and RP for everything that I did in this video. But I forgot the most important one, well, not the most important one, but going back to the very beginning of the video, the first thing I did. Steal the supplies for my acid lab. So, let's head on over there and get this acid sold, and then we will be done. Alright, so making it over to the acid lab, our supplies are used up, products ready to go, $209,500. Now that, to me, is free money. All I did was hit the stash house, stole the safe contents, boosted my production, and then came back after everything else I've done. And then we're ready to make that free money. So we'll start off, of course I would get the 10 deliveries. I'd much rather prefer the parking garage or the 3 other drops, but it is what it is. We can't control what we get, we just gotta do it, right? So we'll go ahead and start making these drops. These things are a pain in the ass to throw in these baskets, man. They love bouncing around. But we'll get there. It'll take about 10 minutes or so. And I will be right back with you guys once I make it to the last delivery. Alright, so here we are, the last delivery. Go ahead and drop this off. I think it takes me 2 to 3 tries to make this one in. I've been having issues the whole time, but there we go, second try. Now we'll go ahead and leave the area, finish up this sell mission, get the money, get the RP, then we can do the math on seeing what we get for money and RP. Alright, so I did end up writing down all the RP and the money that I had at the very beginning, and then wrote everything down at the very end. So for money, for everything that was done in this video, I made $3,858,710. Overall, it took me about an hour to do all of this stuff. So definitely not bad. RP, I made 34,259. Again, in an hour, definitely not bad. So that's one little grind session I like to do when getting on the game. So that's going to be it for this video. I might make a second part to it showing what I would do after this. So if you like this video, give me a like, a comment, a sub, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.